whatever work you're doing. Again, Linda Green with Legal Shield here to help you with any legal matters or identity theft. My number is 202-573-9468, and the website whenyouinc.ladiesofjustice.com. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So,
and the website ladiesofjustice.com, or you can feel free to call or text me and we could go from there.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. And we're just about to the part of the welcome where we're going to look for that first deal. So reminder, if you have a deal to present tonight, you have two ways to get it in the system. You can use that chat bot, bottom right-hand corner, or you can use the post property menu tab at the top. Either way, mobile or desktop, you can get it in the system that way. And we are, again, going to ask you to engage with this poll. So those of you who just got on, go ahead and register for the live poll. This is our last call before we dive in. Go ahead and register for the live poll. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to 22333. The number 22333. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, and it will let you get in to register for the poll. You only have to do that one time tonight, and then you'll be able to vote deal or no deal throughout the evening. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the first deal. So I'm going to make my way over to our back office and find the deals that we have available right now. So again, dealsmeetup.com, chat bot, bottom right-hand corner, or the post property tab at the top will allow you to get a property in the system. I'm going to call a property out and ask if we have that particular person ready to present their deal. We have a property, 6500 Sedonia Avenue in Baltimore. Let me go ahead and share the screen. The property 6500 Sedonia Avenue in Baltimore. If that is you, go ahead and chat here, and I'll go ahead and unmute you, and then we'll go ahead and get you unmuted so you can actually talk about your deal. That's 6500 Sedonia Avenue. We have one 706 South Rose Street in Canton. Another one, Brandywine, Maryland. And I think we have another property in Cincinnati as well. So if any of those properties are yours, go ahead and chat in, and I'll go ahead and unmute you. And while we're waiting for people to claim their properties and what they put in the system, I'm gonna go ahead and open these up for you. Okay, Reese is 706 Rose. So let me go ahead and get that open for you. I'm gonna, again, flip this back to our poll registry. So for those who are getting on, please go ahead and do the necessary. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. It will allow you to register just one time tonight for that poll. That's all you have to do. And then once you do that, we will be able to, throughout the rest of the evening, have you weigh in on the poll, deal or no deal. And so what we're looking to do right now is get Reese's property up on the screen here. Just take me a second. And once we do that, we'll unmute Reese, and then Reese will have the opportunity to share with you his particular deal. So let me get in here. All right, so unmute Reese. Hey, Reese.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, good. How you doing, man?
Good.
All right, cool. So got your deal coming up here. It's loading now. So while we're waiting for Reese's deal to load, why don't we go ahead, Reese, and have you start to talk about the property, and we'll let the loading catch up here in a second.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, this property is 706 Rose Street in Canton in 21224. So this is actually kind of a unique, rare opportunity. We have financing in place on this deal. So this is going to be a takeover of the mortgage. The property is 140,000. The current mortgage payment is $1,036.
And Reese, I'm sorry, 1 second. Just want to make sure people can see my screen. If you can see my screen with this property, 706 Rose Street, Canton. If you can say yes, 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 yes in the chat there, that would be great. I want to make sure you can all see the screen. Good, good, good. So we're good to go. So go ahead, Reese. 706 South Rose Street in Canton. It is. Go ahead and you can continue on.
Yeah, so it's a current setup. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. It doesn't have a basement. Like I said, it is the current PITI on the property is $1,036 a month. Rent just for a 2-bedroom on that property is anywhere between $1,750 and $1,900. Property does need to be rehabbed. It has no basement. I couldn't get the media in there, Andre. I did drop the Dropbox link in there. If we could just scroll through some pictures.
Got it.
But it's located in a really nice area. It's super close to Boston Street, and a lot of the other shops are in walkable distance.
Okay, we'll scroll through some of these pictures. We'll look at the photos of the property, and then we'll actually get to neighboring photos, Google Street View, and things of that nature. So, Reese, if you want to comment as we're going through these photos.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys can see, the property hasn't been updated in quite some time. With all the paneling, there is no AC or HVAC. It is currently just baseboard heat, and it is just window units for the air conditioning. The roof is about, I think it's 6 years old, but the owner said he put a 20-year roof on. So there is some decent time left on that roof.
All right, just getting through all the photos here so people get a representative idea of the property, the condition inside. And by the way, all of these deals that we go through tonight will wind up on dealsmeetup.com under the deals tab. So you can always see the deals after the fact. And of course, being on Deals Meetup Live on our first Wednesday Deals Meetup, you have an opportunity to immediately engage with the investor that's presenting or pitching the deal. And there's a lot of meetings, a lot of Deals Meetup where we've had deals actually put under contract right there on the spot. Someone sees a property, they know the numbers, they know the area, they see an opportunity, and boom. Why wait? Because if you wait, you're going to miss out on cases, especially when it's a really good deal. So this property, we just took a look at the photos. Let's go ahead and take a look at the street view. Is this property listed, Reese?
No, that's the one next door, and the one next door that's listed is a 1-bedroom. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so right now we're looking at the Google Street View for this particular property. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get close. Give me 1 second. See if we can get close there. I should have blown it up. Let me go back, see if I can get to the exact street.
And guys, Andre, while you're doing that, so
Yep.
So it's going to be $30,000 cash at closing, which would obviously come off of that 140 price. So it's a $30,000 down plus closing costs. We'll get you into that deal.
And so you're 709, right?
706.
706. So there we go. 706. So there you go. Right there. Is it this one right here?
Correct.
Okay. So it's this property right here with the form stone in the front. You can see most of the properties, the other properties have taken the form stone off of the front and have pointed up the brick. You can just see, just looking at this particular block, you can pretty much with your own eyes see that looks like most of the properties have been renovated. Looks like this one here with a pop-up rooftop deck. So that's, and looks like there's some type of construction going on, here at that point in time. So looks like a very, very clean, block there. So let's get out of here and let's take a look at some of these comps under here. And then Reese, you can speak to some of the comps. You're asking for 140. You can see some of the comps here. Any commentary on the comps and also the deal structure?
Yeah. So the comps that we were looking at is anywhere between 225 and 245. Obviously, if you guys can, add some square footage, it's just going to go up from there.
Okay. And you're asking 140. Do you have a repair estimate?
So it's going to be anywhere from, if you want to just turn it into a rental and keep the structure the way it is, probably somewhere around 25, 30. And if you want to do a full reno, it's probably going to be somewhere around 50. 55.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and open it up. So just before we open it up for the live poll, deal or no deal, the exit strategy you're pitching it for would be a cash flowing exit strategy is what you're basically saying, right? So to come in, how much money do you think the person will have to come to the table with roughly?
So it's going to be 30,000 plus closing costs.
So 30,000 plus closing costs to come to the table, and you're projecting an $800 a month cash flow roughly. Okay, so that could be a very, very good cash on cash return. If look at 800 monthly cash flow, 7,200 9,600 a year. So yeah, so let's go ahead and open it up for a poll. So we're going to open it up for a live poll right now. If you came in late to register for the poll, text the word deals meetup to the number 22333. Text the word deals meetup to the number 22333, and then you can actually vote deal. Text A for deal, B for no deal. Again, A for deal, B for no deal. And it'll be a good way for people to actually see what they think a deal is. So again, in this particular deal, Reese is really pitching it as a cash flow play where you have to come to the table with 30,000 plus closing costs to actually then yield somewhere around $800 a month of cash flow. That's going to be $9,600, close to $10,000 for a year. So if you look at that, 10,000 cash flow coming out of pocket with 30,000 plus closing costs, you might be getting, 20, 25%, even maybe even 30% of your cash back in the first year in terms of the cash on cash return. So you be the judge in terms of whether you think it's a deal or no deal. Text the letter A for deal, B for no deal. Again, A for deal, B for no deal. We like to try to get these poll results up to at least the double digits and somewhere between 15 and 20. It's a good way for people to see and learn. Good way for people to see what other people think of deals, what other people think investors are doing in this marketplace. Right now there's so much uncertainty with a lot of investors coast to coast, maybe sitting on cash, not knowing whether they should pull the trigger on a cash flowing opportunity, not knowing whether they should pull the trigger on a flip opportunity, a fix and flip or fix and hold. It's really good to get feedback from other investors to know what other investors think are really deals. So again, if you came in late, deals meetup, text the word deals meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. Once you do that one time tonight, you only have to do it once, and then you can go ahead and enter into the live poll, almost like the old school, American Idol, where they, you had to text in and choose the winner. So text in A for deal, B for no deal, and we'll keep this poll open as we pivot to the next deal. All right, Reese, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to keep that poll open as we get to the next deal. Again, text in A for deal, B for no deal. If you have a deal to present tonight, There's two ways to actually get it in the system. Use the icon, the chat bot in the bottom right-hand corner, or the post property link at the top of the page. Either way, we'll make sure we get your deal in the system. All right, so I can show you that right now, right here, this post to property link or the chat bot in the bottom right-hand corner. Either way, it will get the deal into the system. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold the page. I'm going to hold the page on the poll while I search for the next deal. Just give me 1 second here. Make sure we get to these deals. And if you have a deal, you see your deal, make sure you please chat in and say that's mine, because we want to make sure we get to your deals. Let me go ahead and refresh. We have a house for sale in Cincinnati, user L Pratt. We have 6500 Sedonia Avenue. We have a house in Brandywine. We have a property 13628 Tower Road in Brandywine. Carolyn, okay, Carolyn, that's your deal, Cincinnati. Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can get that up for you. Okay, Kenny, Brandywine is yours. We'll get that up for you. And keep those poll results coming in, please. Definitely want to get to 20 poll results. Text A for deal, B for no deal. Be good for Reese, be good for everyone. I do see a hand up. Michael Park, if you have a question, go ahead and chat it into the live chat. I'll make sure that I get to your question. So try to pull up your deal right now, Carolyn. So Eric from OKC, if you have a deal that you want to get in tonight, just go ahead to dealsmeetup.com. Go ahead and use that live chat. I'm sorry, that chat bot, bottom right-hand corner. Get your deal in the system. While I'm waiting for this next deal to come up, let me just show you again how you can get that deal in the system, Eric. So go ahead and use that chat bot, bottom right-hand corner of Deals Meetup. Go ahead and get the property in the system, or you can use the post property link at the top. And I'm going to clear responses there, unlock that. All right, so right now, Reese is at 60% deal, 40% no deal. So if you don't see a chat bot in the bottom right-hand corner of the site, Eric, go ahead and use the post property tab at dealsmeetup.com. Apologize about the delay. I had a browser freeze on me on Firefox. Just give me 1 second. Those of you that have properties that you have listed, maybe investment properties, maybe some of your agents out there, I would still get your property in the system if you think it has some investing potential, okay? Get your property in the system if it has some investing potential. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the one Brandywine first, which is Kenny's. Again, sorry for the delay here. Just had to switch browsers. All right, so let's go ahead and get over to Kenny's deal, which is this property in Brandywine, and unmute Kenny. Are you there, Kenny?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, bro.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So you have 13628 Tower Road, right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, cool. So take it away.
All right, cool. So yeah, I just locked it up today. So I'm looking for the AR purchase price of 92,000. It's a small property, so it doesn't take too much to fix it up, but it does need some work. I'm estimating about 12,000, 15,000, depending on your vision. It's a great property to hold on to it if you want to just fix it and just hold on to it. You can, put some light work in it and then get a tenant in there. The seller, he was renting it for about $1,200 a month. So that's about what I think you can get it for, maybe even higher. So he's looking to sell as quick as possible. It's a cash offer. So if you guys want to, have like a, cash in the bank or hard money, just let me know, reach out to me. We can be able to work something out.
Okay, so this is a small single family property, Kenny?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you have any photos? Link in here?
I have photos. I don't know if it uploaded or not, but I have photos, but I mainly took some videos too, because I figured that would help a lot too.
That's cool. And so, of course, if people are interested, if you can't get the, you can go in and try to upload the photos. But if you can't, someone can contact you and obviously make connection and get those additional details. So let's run through the numbers again. It's a single family house, small house, about how many square feet?
It's 726 square feet. I don't know if you guys care about the lot, but the lot is it's about half an acre of land.
Okay, let's see if we can actually take a street view. I mean, sometimes we can, sometimes we can't, depending on how remote it is. I mean, Brandywine is somewhat remote. Let's see if we can. Actually, looks like we may be able to get to the street view of this guy here. Street view always helps if you can get access to one, whether it's Google or.
Yeah. So right there, you have to go down that path. Yeah, right there. You have to just go in there. Yeah, it's in there.
All right, so it may not let us go in here. We'll see. No, it's not going to let us go in. So you can't see it from the road, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not this structure right here.
No, it's not.
Okay. Is it this right? Is it this one, like this little white structure right here, where the cursor is?
No, it'll be further back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get out of here and see if it's possible to even see it by a satellite view. And for those of you that are just getting started in real estate, I mean, technology, whether it be Google Street View, satellite views, I mean, you just don't know, how, good you have it. Because, back in the day, of course, if you wanted to see a property, you had to do it the old fashioned way. You had to get in the car, you had to drive there, or if it was outside the market, you had to get a contact, an agent or, an inspector, property manager to go there, drive there, and take photos of it for you. So let's see if we can take a look at the satellite view and see if that gives us any, indication in terms of where it is. Let's see if we can.
And you guys can always, contact me. I have videos of the inside and I have pictures of the outside. So, if you guys are interested, just reach out to me.
Absolutely. So, just trying to give people an idea if we can see how far back from the road it is. So that's your Tower Road right there to the left, and you can see this is pretty far back, tucked away in the trees here. So this being your Tower Road, upper left-hand corner, and you can see that driveway that Kenny was referring to, and the house is back here, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so that gives everyone an idea of, the location, how far it's tucked away. Is this the last house? Is this the last house on this flag lot?
Well, there's a house right beside it as well, and then there's a house to the left and to the right of it.
It looks like there's houses across from it as well. So there are plenty of houses back here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So that gives you an idea of where it is and how it's situated and located. Here are some of the comps. Now, these comps are automatically taken from Zillow in terms of proximity and of location. Doesn't mean that they're, like kind, like square footage, etc. But you can see the smallest one here, 1,000 square feet or 1056, is 200,000. What comps are you seeing, Kenny, for your property?
So I had a couple comps that would work. It was one over on 13302 Williams Road. I'm thinking overall, like the comp of the property, the ARV will be around the 143,000.
And how much work do you think it needs?
I think it needs about 15. Maybe you can get it done in less because it's such a small property. But if you want to go out, knock it out the ballpark, you can definitely you can put 15 in it, and it looks really nice.
Okay, so you're asking for 92.
Yeah.
You said 12 to 15,000 in terms of repairs, and you think the value afterwards will be how much? One what?
Yeah, I think it's 143,681.
Okay.
That's what I came up to.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and any other final comments?
No, well, just contact me. I'm gonna put my information in the chat box.
Drop your phone number in the chat. No emails, please. The phone number in the chat.
Okay.
Name and phone number, and we can go ahead and give it to them as well. What's your phone number?
Yeah, it'll be 240-200-4110. You can either text or call me.
All right, sounds good. So let's go ahead and open up the poll. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's go ahead and open up the poll and before we do open up the poll here, just one last look at Reese's deal, 59% deal and 41% no deal. That's the cash flowing property in Southeast Baltimore, and that was Reese's deal. So we're going to go ahead and continue forward and now clear the poll for Kenny's deal, the deal we're looking at right now, which is Tower Road, Brandywine. So this poll is open. We did good by actually getting the results for Reese up to close to 20 results. Please do the same for Kenny's deal. Try to get at least 15 to 20 results in on this poll. If you came in late, make sure you register for the poll just one time tonight. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. Again, text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. I'm going to show you this poll right now as it's going. So right now we have 3 results in. Please get the results coming in. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. Once you do that one time tonight, you don't have to do it again. I'm only repeating that because new people keep coming in on the live stream. So once you've already registered for the poll, just text the letter A for deal, B for no deal. A for deal, B for no deal. All right, so we'll keep this open right now. And I'm going to now pivot and look for the next person's deal. All right, let me see here. So we have the house for sale in Cincinnati, which I believe Carolyn said is hers. Again, if you came in just now, if you have a deal to present tonight, go to dealsmeetup.com and you should see a bot icon in the bottom right-hand corner on mobile or desktop. And that bot, that chat bot, should allow you to enter your property or the post property link menu tab. So let's go ahead and open up the Cincinnati property, which I believe is Carolyn's. Unmute Carolyn. Carolyn, I'm trying to unmute you. Do you have a microphone?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can now. It's a little staticky though.
Right.
We'll try to make do with it. All right. So you said the house for sale in Cincinnati is yours, right?
Correct.
All right. So it didn't have a lot of details on here, Carolyn. Is the address Fallbrook Lane?
9178 Orangewood Drive.
Okay, so that's not the one we have. We have another one from in Cincinnati. It's the one we have is 1960 Fallbrook Lane. Did you put yours in the system?
No, someone from your staff did.
So I don't see it.
I went on your site.
I don't see it. So we may have to ask you to put it in so I can actually show it to folks because I don't see it here. Give me 1 second. I'll try to refresh and see if it comes up. And keep the poll results coming in. I see we're at 11 responses. Let's try to get them up to at least 15 to 20 responses for Kenny. So Kenny gets an idea of what people think of his deal, and other people will get an idea of what they think of that Brandywine deal you just saw. So let's go ahead and Carolyn, I'm going to look again. I'm refreshing. I don't see another Cincinnati property, Carolyn. So we may have to get someone to help you put it in the system if you can't do it yourself.
I did go to Deals Meetup and put it in.
Yeah, go to Deals Meetup, Carolyn, and bottom right-hand corner should be a chat bot that walks you through the process of putting the basic information in. All we need is that basic information, and then I'll see it, and I can pull up the property, and we can discuss it, okay?
I did that earlier.
You did?
Yes.
All right, just give me the address, just for simplicity. Give me the address.
It's 9178 Orangewood Drive, zip code 45231.
You said 9178?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to pull this up, and it's going to go old school and pull it up right now. Keep those results coming in for Kenny's deal. And Carolyn, we're just going to go old school and look at this property right here with a Google search. It's showing up right now, 9178 Orangewood Drive, Cincinnati. It's showing up with an MLS number. Is it actively listed?
He said that he listed after he didn't hear from us, but he said that we would not have to pay a fee. So he signed a contract.
Okay, so let's walk through the actual numbers on this. I'm going to pull this up. I'm sorry, this listing was it's an old listing. So, you know, it's a listing from 2019. All right, so let's talk through the deal. So what type of deal is this, Carolyn?
All right, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath property. Was built in 1959. Has baseboard heating, no cooling. The lot size, or the size is 1,000, inside is 1,809 square feet. And the lot size is 6,000 square feet.
Okay, so it's,
Taxes,
go ahead.
$1,982. All right. And I'm asking 35.
Okay, asking 35. So is the property vacant? Is the property vacant, Carolyn?
Yes.
It's
The
vacant?
property is vacant,
Okay.
right? And the owner stated that it needed updating. There's some trash that was left there. So it needs to be trashed out and update the kitchen and bathroom. About $25,000 worth of interior work. The outside and the back has a hillside that needs to be graded, and he did get an estimate from a contractor, and it was approved by the county or the state. And the estimate on that was $58,000.
Okay. So the interior work you're saying is
It would rent
25,000.
It will rent for 1,000.
Okay, so the interior work you said is 25, and the outside is roughly 60.
Updating, it may be less than that, but that's what the owner has quoted.
So a total of 85,000 roughly for total renovations, right? Is that what you're saying? Roughly?
Correct.
Carolyn. Okay, so roughly 85,000 interior and exterior renovation. You're asking 30, how much?
82,000 actually.
Okay, so
82,000. It's not
right. I was just rounding. So 82,000 in terms of renovation, and then you're asking how much for the property?
He only wants what he put in it, which is 25,000.
How much are you asking for the property, Carolyn?
I'm asking for a fee of 10,000. So
You're
35,000.
35. Okay. So, and what's the after repair value?
The values of 4 bedrooms, 2 baths are going from 140 to 145.
Okay. All right. You have here's some cash numbers right around that property. So these red dots, you have properties that sold for 40, 27, 30, 40, 37. So here's what you call investor comps. These properties that are single families that are, but some of these, the distances are
a lot of these are way too far.
A lot of these are way too far away, of course. So these distances are way too far away. So this one's 1.4 miles, 1.34 miles. So you have to, obviously dig in and try to get some comps that are closer, to assess the comparables. But Carolyn, you're saying the ARV you're saying is 145, correct?
No, I've gotten some that are closer.
Let's take a look at the Google Street View while she's doing that.
Jericho Drive was 139, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,859 square feet.
And guys, this is
and that's what I'm getting at.
Guys, this is a great example of how market to market, values are so different. Because if you were looking at the same neighborhood, let's say in Baltimore County or a suburb of DC, the values are going to be completely different market to market. So buying a house, single family like this for 25,000 here, or I should say 35,000 in Cincinnati, you know, would be maybe 3 times, 4 times as much in another market. So let's work through the numbers. Now that people can see the neighborhood, see the neighborhood looks pretty clean. Got what you consider to be, middle class, class of cars, in the driveways, it's just like a, solid, middle income, family neighborhood. So now that you see the area, and we'll run through these numbers real quick, and then we'll go ahead and open up the poll. So just to recap, pretty quickly, you're asking 35. You said the repairs are roughly 80,000, give or take a couple thousand. And you say the ARV is what, Carolyn? Carolyn, the after repair value is what? 140.
145.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna, since we don't have this in our system, I'm gonna jot this right, or I should say type this right into the live chat. Okay. So
Pardon?
I'm just chatting this in live chat for people that like to see a summary of numbers. And so this will help people in terms of the summary. You're asking 35,000 and repairs, roughly 80K. So those are the numbers. 9178 Orangewood Drive, Cincinnati, Ohio. She's asking 35, repairs 80, and she thinks the ARV is 145. I'm gonna open up the poll. You said the rent, Carolyn, is 1,000 a month?
About 1,000 is what Zillow is quoting. The owner quoted 1,200.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you, Carolyn. What's your phone number? Carolyn, what's your phone number?
That's 240. Shall I put it in?
Yeah, you can put it. I'll put it in, and you can comment. 240.
Yeah, 646 6723.
All right, so it's Carolyn 240-646-6723, correct?
Correct.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Carolyn. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to open up the poll for Carolyn's deal here in a second. We'll take a quick look back at the results for Kenny's deal. So we'll go ahead and pivot over to the live poll. So we had Kenny's deal, the results, 58% say no deal, 42% say deal. So we're going to go ahead and pivot over to a quick sponsor announcement. So Dan Kermeyer with Current Cabinetry. Dan's a direct from China wholesaler. You can get cabinets from Dan that have quality of high end for low cost at currentcab.com. Currentcab.com. You can contact him in his office at 410-402-0540. And again, as a reminder, going to do a drawing later on this evening. To register and qualify for that drawing, you have to register for our Wednesday, July 1st Deals Meetup. Wednesday, July 1st Deals Meetup. Go to dealsmeetup.us. All you have to do is RSVP for that July 1st Deals Meetup. Go to dealsmeetup.us. Going to pick a random person that has RSVP for the July 1st Deals Meetup and going to do a free consultation with you. If you got here late, it was obvious and clear that people's, one or two top needs is cash and funding. And actually, one or two top goals was actually to bring in some form of cash. And so we've helped over 10 investors in our Deals Meetup community over the past few months to get some unsecured funding, as either startup capital for their real estate investing business or an infusion of working capital to help to grow their business. And so, I'll definitely do a free consultation, with you, a lucky person that wins that. In order to enter that drawing, go to dealsmeetup.us right now and register for our July 1st Deals Meetup. Register to bring a +1, +2 to bring a couple people with you next month. Dealsmeetup.us. Go ahead and register. I'll do a drawing from that a little bit later on tonight. All right. So again, if you have a deal to present, I know there was someone said they had a deal to present, haven't gotten into the system yet. There are two ways to get your deal into the system. You can actually enter the deal by putting it into our chat bot, bottom right-hand corner. As you see on the screen here, click that chat bubble. It should pop up, how can we help you? It'll walk you through the process once you continue and connect with Messenger, or you can click the post property link and add your property into the system. Okay, let's continue on. Really want you guys to, again, cool, Eric, cool. So I'm glad you got that in the system, my man. So I'll get to you in a second. So again, want you guys to engage, give feedback on these deals, as we go through these deals. So I'm going to try to find Eric's deal. Eric said he put the deal in the system. We're going to go ahead and look for that right now. I think there were a couple other deals that we have to get to as well. So let me go ahead and refresh here. So we're going to go ahead and clear the responses here and ask you guys to weigh in on now Carolyn's deal. So Carolyn just presented that property in Cincinnati. The property is 9178 Orangewood Drive. It's a single family house. She's asking $35,000. She thinks the repairs are $80,000. Interior and exterior. She thinks the ARV is $145,000 and the rent is $1,000 a month. So we are looking to get feedback on this particular deal. I need to go ahead and unlock the poll. Sorry about that. It was locked. So text in A for deal or B for no deal. A for deal, B for no deal. If you got on late, please go ahead and register for the live polling just one time tonight. Text the word Deals Meetup to the number 22333. You only have to do that one time tonight. Once you register that one time, for those of you who have been on since we started, you only have to do that one time. And then it's easy to actually weigh in. It's great learning. It's great, applied learning for people that are new, for people that are experienced. It's great to understand what other people are looking for. Okay. You really need to know in a changing market with a market shift, what type of appetite, do investors have, in this market? Are investors looking for more cash flowing opportunities? Are investors willing to take, lower returns on their cash flow? Are investors, willing to take risk on rehabs, as long as the houses are small? And when a market shifts, investors' appetite, willingness to take risks, certain types of risk, it changes. And so the polls are good for all of us to understand what different investors are thinking across different markets across the country. So please weigh in. It's good learning, applied learning, and also it's good feedback for all of us to know what investors think are deals. So text A for deal, B for no deal, A for deal, B for no deal. Keep the poll results coming in. All right, cool. So we'll keep those poll results coming in. And we're going to now pivot to the next property. So let me see, OKC, I think that's Eric. So Eric, I think you have a property which is 1917 Mitchell Drive, Midwest City. So let's go ahead and get that in the system here and pull that up for you. Just give me 1 second. And it's really cool to see the deals from all over the country. So we were just in the Flat Plains area of Ohio. Now we're going to, southwest into Oklahoma. So really cool, again, to see properties from different parts of the country. So please get your properties in the system if you haven't already done so. Eric, I'm getting your property loaded here in a second. I see Ralph has a property in Sedonia as well. So let's go ahead and keep the poll results coming in, and we're going to now get to Eric's deal. Eric, I'm going to unmute you here in a second, buddy. Just give me 1 second. All right, Eric, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in an Excel spreadsheet right now. Can you guys see me?
I can see you, man. How you doing?
I'm just doing some math real quick.
All right, cool. So can you see my screen with the property up there?
Switch. Yes, I can.
All right, good deal, man. So welcome to Deals Meetup. So got your property up here, 1917 North Mitchell Drive, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Looks like it's a single family property. And Eric has some photos up here. So why don't you take it away, Eric, and go ahead and talk through your deal.
All right. So this is actually a JV deal I'm working on. Some guy out of state asked me to help him out on this. So basically, Midwest City is a great little town in the Oklahoma City metro. It's a very popular rental area, pretty close to Tinker Air Force Base. This particular property is about less than a half mile north of Rose State College, which is one of the smaller colleges in town, but it's a great place. It's well respected. This is in the good part of Midwest City. There's some other areas north and east of certain parts that we don't recommend investing in. But this is smack dab in the middle of a pretty good neighborhood. If you go to Street View, you'll notice that all the surrounding houses are actually brick. So this is probably the least nice house in the entire neighborhood. It's owner occupied at the moment.
So why don't you want to comment on, for people that are new, why you made that distinction, that it's good to have the least nice house or the ugliest house at a different way?
Well, sure. So either the smallest or maybe the ugliest house in the neighborhood, you'll actually get a higher price per square foot. And obviously, if all the other houses in the neighborhood are nicer than yours, it's probably a nicer neighborhood. And you'll actually probably get into it for a little less than what the other houses are valued at. And then, but you'll probably pick up the same rent rate as the rest of the houses in that neighborhood. You get all the benefits of a nicer neighborhood, even though you're buying a slightly less nice asset.
Yeah, some people like the smallest and ugliest houses on the block for that reason. Yeah. So we're looking at the street view.
Yep.
Per Eric's request, and we typically try to do this on all of our deals. So you can see that's the subject right here we're looking at, square and center.
And a working garage there, single car garage.
Yep, got a single car garage here.
Over the last few decades, I'm sure. So the square footage on it is pretty decent. It's 1695 square feet. It's got a brand new roof last year. They had a crew come in and do a roof, which is pretty important because there's an interesting little valley between the two roof peaks that run parallel to each other. So that was done very nicely, and they used a modern covering there in that valley.
So Eric, there's a question here. Is this a single family or a duplex? It's
single family. It's set up single family. I know it kind of looks like it could be a duplex, but it's not.
Okay.
I'm trying to think in my head.
Are both these driveways owned by the same owner?
Yes, they're both part of that house.
Okay, and so is this attic crawl space or is this livable space on the back?
It's attic crawl space.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a dormer in the back or something that would allow for.
No, there's no dormer.
Okay,
there is a very large and very nice shed in the backyard, but there's no dormer up there.
Okay, cool. So let's get out of here and then let you talk through the numbers a little bit more, because we kind of skipped over that. So, so as far as numbers, you have the property under contract through a JV with a partner. Mm-hmm. You're asking for $89,500.
That's right.
You think the repairs roughly? I love the preciseness with the $17,817 in terms of the repair estimate.
I was gonna throw it up at 19, but honestly, I just popped open that Excel sheet real quick, and the reason it's precise is I based some numbers off of the square footage of the property, for example, for the paint and for flooring. I just ran a multiplier off of the square footage. And anybody that's interested, on that flooring and especially on the flooring, I can connect you with the local company that does that. Their prices are pretty well advertised. So let's see what else. So we got the repairs in there.
What about the rent comps, Eric?
Okay, so the rent comps, I'm basing the rent off of a 4-bedroom on Section 8, so I put it down at $1,295. If you want to be conservative, put that at $1,200. It's a 4-bedroom, and the reason we're calling it a 4-bedroom is in the past somebody has converted the 4th bedroom into the dining room. The closet is still there, and they didn't take the wall entirely out. They just cut it up and left the header. And the owners told me that in that header, all the wiring for the outlets are still it's just rolled up and tucked away in there, so that you could basically put in a wall, which I put at $500, but honestly, I think somebody could put that back for a couple $100. Just some 2x4 sheetrock, pop the outlets back in, and now you have your 4th bedroom. The dining room space won't be missed. The living room is quite large, and it's almost like a double oversized living room. Other numbers, let's see. Sorry, my screen's a little shitty there. We're at the bed. I got the paint at $250 a square foot. Flooring at $2.20. I think that can actually be done for about $2 a square foot on the flooring. That's installed with glue down vinyl plank, which is very popular in this area. Master bath needs some rehab. I don't know if it showed up in the pictures, but the toilet's not set, the flooring's not in. So I put $1,500, which I think is more than double of what the master bath needs. I put $1,500 for the main bath. I didn't see anything necessarily wrong with the main bath, but I thought maybe some updates, maybe put a new vanity or something in. So I put in $1,500 for that.
So Eric, is this the dining room here that was turned into that is?
Yep.
That's the dining room. So this is right. So this is the room that you think could easily be closed off with this area that we're seeing as an opening here, and a closet right there. So yes, it looks pretty tailor-made to easily turn this back into a bedroom.
Very easy, very easy.
And what is this door here in the background going to? Is that way?
So that's the original hallway that leads to the other bedrooms.
Okay.
And then the bathroom is essentially, if you're to walk through that door and make a right, the master bath, not the master, the main bath would be there to the right.
So would you close this off with drywall with no door, or would you put a door on this side as well?
On the side that we're looking from, I don't think I put a door on that.
Okay, got it.
As a bedroom, it makes sense to go the other direction through the existing door right there.
Okay. And what's in the foreground? What we're looking through? If you put a wall there, what part of the house? What part of the house will we be sitting in or standing in?
In the kitchen,
Okay.
looking into that dining room. So if we were to spin around 180 degrees and look to our, directly behind us, it would be the kitchen cabinets basically.
Okay. Got it. Hold on. I think I went the wrong way. I was trying to find where people will be looking, just so they could get a feel for it. If you have that view.
Living room there. Okay. So we'd basically be spinning. We haven't turned a full 180 degrees in this picture, but standing in almost the same spot.
But gotcha. So that's what you'd be looking at, and there'd be a wall right there. So okay, good. So people now get the idea. Good. Yep. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. Any final words before we sign off? To summarize, 1917 North Mitchell Drive, Midwest City, Oklahoma. We're looking at a single family house. I think you had roughly 1,600 square feet, somewhere around there. Asking $89,500, repairs somewhere around $18,000, and an ARV of right shy of $150. Rents you put at a 4-bedroom at how much again, Eric?
$1,200 to $1,295. Call it.
All right, cool.
$1,200 if you want to be conservative.
So you want to throw your phone number out there? People can call and text you.
Sure thing.
You can verbalize it, and then also just throw it in the chat.
It's 405-818-0873.
One more time.
405-818-0873.
Sounds great. And so, yeah, just go ahead and put that in the live chat, the Zoom chat there, and people can then, of course, get in touch with you. So appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Eric. All right, cool. So we're going to open up the poll for Eric Steele here in a second. Don't vote yet. I'm going to go ahead and lock the responses from the previous poll. So if I switch back to the poll that we had for for the last property. We had, I believe it was Carolyn's deal. So 2-1, no deal versus deal. 67% said no deal, 33% said deal. If you, of course, want to follow up with Carolyn, she has her contact information in the live chat. So we're going to go ahead and move this forward. People that are just joining us, welcome. Deals Meetup every first Wednesday. Deals Meetup, where you can come. We're now nationwide, 100% online, where you can find deals, pitch deals, network, partner, and invest. Deals Meetup is now going on 10 years strong. Meeting was founded as All Deals Meetup. So it could be a safe marketplace for investors now nationwide to have a place where you can find deals, pitch deals, network, partner, and invest, and then build relationships with people that could be your money partner, your private investor, people that could now be resources, cultivate relationships to help you to start or grow your business. So we're going to go ahead and again, remind you, if you just came on, if you want to get your property in the system, there's a chat bot bottom right hand corner, which you should be able to easily walk through the process of adding your property to the system. That chat bot bottom right hand corner of mobile or desktop, or you can alternatively just click the post property tab, have to create an account or log in to post your property. So let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to now clear the responses and open up the polling for Eric's deal. So Eric's deal was the property we just looked at, 1917 North Mitchell Street in Midwest City, Oklahoma. That's a single family property we just reviewed. If you came in late, again, just do this one time tonight. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333, just like you see at the top of the slide there. Text the word Deals Meetup, no spaces, to the number 22333. Once you do that one time tonight, you don't have to do it. Don't have to do it again. Text the letter A for deal, B for no deal. A for deal, B for no deal. Let's try to get the number of poll responses close to 15 results. It's good for Eric. It's good for everyone else to understand what is a deal and what isn't a deal from your perspective as investors. Now, we've seen a property in Cincinnati. Here's one in Oklahoma now. We saw a property in Baltimore. They were about to pivot to another property up near DC. So it's really, really good to see properties in different parts, of the country. So keep those poll results coming in. I'm going to now see if I can pull up the next deal that we have in the system. Again, all these deals will show up on dealsmeetup.com under the deals tab after the deals meetup tonight. So definitely, of course, ask questions of the people that are presenting deals. Eric's still online. Carolyn's still online. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and submit a question in the live chat there here on Zoom. You can DM the person, send a message just to them privately if you want. But just please make sure that you engage. That's the whole purpose of us being here, of course, tonight, is to engage with one another, to find deals, pitch deals, and the engaging part, networking, potentially partnering and investing. Those who didn't catch what Eric said about this was a JV deal, JV stands for joint venturing. And so by people now having technology, like Zoom, and being able to communicate with one another, you can do virtual wholesaling. I have people in our Deals Meetup community that virtually wholesale all the time. And if you get a property in different parts of the country, you can partner with people that are local and, of course, leverage their experience, their local knowledge, their resources, et cetera. And most people are open to splitting wholesale fees 50-50, if there's value on both sides. So I think there's a property here from Ralph. You said a property in Sedonia. Let me see if I can find that. Again, guys, we're going to have our meeting after the meeting kick off at 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. hour, for those of you here at Deals Meetup for the first time, we encourage you not to just sign off. Again, you just never know. The person that's going to be your networking breakout group, could be a private investor, a money partner, could be someone that is a valuable resource for you, could have an abundance of off-market properties. I know there are people in our group that have tapes of REOs, properties that are not listed, that are held by asset managers. So you just never know who you're going to meet in our meeting after the meeting breakout session. So Don't go anywhere. We will promptly, right around the 9 o'clock hour, top of the hour, break you guys out into breakout rooms so you can network and introduce yourself just like you would if you were in a live in-person meeting. Okay, keep those poll results coming in for Eric and his deal. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and unmute Ralph and see if we can get him in here. We're up to 9 results on the poll. Keep those coming in, please, so we can make sure that we get into the double digits as close to 15 to 20 as possible. Let me see if I can get Ralph unmuted. Ralph, are you there?
Guys. I'm there.
Hey, how you doing, man?
You hear me?
I can. Can everybody hear Ralph?
Yourself?
Good, good. Can you hear Ralph?
Okay,
Say yes, yes, yes. If you can hear him, please get some comments if you can hear Ralph. Make sure. Okay, good, good. Linda can hear you. Yeah. So go ahead, Ralph. You got this property.
Okay.
6500 Sedonia.
I got this. Yes, Baltimore, Maryland. It's an N unit. It's 3 and 1.5 bath. It's 1104 square feet. It's
Your voice.
a
So Ralph, your voice
has
is.
a porch in front.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute it.
Fair condition.
So Ralph, I muted you.
Yes.
I need you to dial in. Your voice is buffering, so it's very choppy. People can't hear you. So on your Zoom, there's an option to actually call in with the telephone number. Okay, so dial in so you can get a better connection. Okay, and then we can bring you back on. Okay, so once you dial in, we'll bring you back in. But people can't hear you. It's very choppy. It's not a pleasant experience, obviously, to sit through. So try to dial in and then message me, and then I'll bring you back up. Okay. While we do that, I'm going to try to look for any other properties we have in the system. So we have a comment here. It looks like Tammy is looking for a buyer for a sub 2 rent to own property. So for those of you who don't know what a sub 2 property is, it's a property that has been put under contract or purchased with an encumbrance still on the property. An encumbrance typically is in the form of a mortgage, but it could be some other lien or encumbrance that's on the property, but it's usually most commonly a mortgage that is still on the property, even though the title has changed. Tammy has a chat here. She's looking for a buyer on a sub 2, and you're welcome, Nicole, there. So I remember just like it's yesterday, just getting started, even though it was 20 years ago, and a lot of this jargon that we just throw around, JV deal, sub 2 deal, contract for D, all these different, little terms, ARV, after repair value. So when we drop these little, little jargon terms, I try to clarify them. Anytime that something is not clarified, please don't be shy. You will not sound dumb. No one's dumb. We're all here to learn. We're all here to grow. Just go ahead and throw your question in there saying, what is this? What is that? And I'll take the time. I'll slow down. I'll make sure that I explain, exactly what is what, because we're here all collectively to help you guys to find deals, pitch deals, network partner, invest, to get started as an investor. If you've been investing for a while, to go full time. There's been so many investors we've helped to go full time here in the Deals Meetup community, just from the resources, that they get connected to. So I'm looking here at a couple of deals in here. So we covered Rose, we covered Mitchell, we covered Brandywine, covered Tower. Sedonia's on here. If you have a deal to present, get it in the system so we can get to it before we pivot to our meeting after the meeting. Let me see here. Are you up now, Ralph? He still needs a minute. Okay, so we had another deal that we wanted to get in. I'm sorry, DMV. It's a acronym for, actually, someone says, is that Department of Motor Vehicle? And no, it's not Department of Motor Vehicle. It's the DC, Washington, DC, Maryland, and Virginia metro area. So it's like that. It's that greater, metro area. So Let me see here. Hopefully you can get your audio straight, Ralph, before we have to shut it down. We did have another property that I think Reese was trying to get in. Let me see if Tammy has a question. She raised her hand. She's lowered her hand. All right, let me see if Reese has that property in here from Carswell. Reese, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you I thought you had another property you wanted to get in, Carswell. Were you able to?
So I didn't get it into the system.
Let me see if I can pull it up, and then we can, basically just bootleg it. 1 second. All right, and so I'm going to pivot back over while we're doing this, and just remind you guys to get your poll results in. Please get your poll results in. We already have 10 results. 90% deal, 10% no deal for Eric's deal in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Would like to get that up to 15 responses as much as possible. So text A for deal, B for no deal for Eric's deal in Oklahoma, Midwest City. A for deal, B for no deal. The poll is showing on the screen. What's that address, Reese?
It is it's 1500 Carswell Street, Baltimore, Maryland.
All right, let me see if I can get that up. All right. I'm just going to pull up a Redfin listing and a Google Street View. We did have some photos, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to access them since you didn't get it in the system. But at the very least, we can talk about the deal, and anyone's interested, they can get back to you. So let me go ahead and share the screen. All right, so this particular property looks like it's an end of block property, end of group property on the corner. Pretty sure that's the property. This actually is a listing, an old listing from 2014. Sometimes, it's, more information is better than less. So if you have old pictures, at least you can get an idea of what the condition used to be. Doesn't mean it's that way today if it was lived in either by an owner or by a tenant. But this property, Redfin has a Redfin estimate of $37,283, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Let's see if we can take a look at these photos real quick. And so, okay, so this is the property in 2014. So you can see it's an unfinished basement. But just for those of you that are new, one of the things that if you are looking at photos of a property, one of the things that you want to quickly try to assess, mechanicals, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. You want to, if possible, if the person has a photo of the breaker box, these are the main, main systems of the property that are going to cost you the most if you have to completely, redo them. So you can see here is a force hot air system. Looks like a relatively new hot water heater. How do I know that? I do copper and PVC above it that's run to it. It's like so these are things that you want to, to look at when you are looking at photos on a property. And it's like there may be some water damage there on that front wall. So Reese, did you have any comments just on the numbers on this thing?
Yeah, so the asking on the property is $39,900. Now there is a property on 1546 Carswell. Right now that's pending for $39,900. And then on 1720 Carswell, that actually just sold for $115,000 on 5/7 of 2020.
So we're gonna go over those numbers one more time though. I'm just gonna look at the street view. So this is a street view, guys, of this particular neighborhood. I want to say, is it this one right here? Let me come up. Is it this one on the corner? I think it may be this one on the corner, right? That we were looking at here. Yeah, it's this guy right here in the corner. So actually, it looks like at least with this most recent street view, it looked like they did some pointing up on the brick. Let's come around to the side here. Let's see if we can see here on the side. Okay, yeah, this is one of these deep row houses. Let's see if we can take a look at that in terms of square footage and get out of here. And we'll go over those numbers again. Did you see square footage anywhere, Reese?
So I'm not 100% sure on the square footage.
Okay, but let's go over the numbers again. So the asking is 39.
39.9.
39.9. Okay.
There is a property in similar condition at 1546 Carswell. It's pending for 39.9.
Okay.
And then 1720 Carswell just sold.
That's this one we're looking at right now. On the screen, you guys see that 1720 just sold for 115. Okay.
Also end of unit.
Okay.
So, and then you have 1509 East 28th Street. That one sold for 85. But that was in February. And then you have 2806, the Alameda sold for 103 back in December.
Okay. All right. Cool. So.
So the property does have someone living in it, but it will be delivered vacant prior to closing.
Okay. Cool. So, all right. So that's good numbers. And do you have any estimate with the repairs? Was there any estimate given, or
there was no estimate given. Honestly, it's gonna.
How about looking at the photos? Any ballpark you think?
I would say if you want to get it back up to rental condition, probably somewhere around 15.
Okay.
And if you want to do more of a flip style, you're gonna go up from there.
Okay, cool. So asking essentially 40, 39.9 to get it back to rent style. Reese is saying like 15 to 20. And then you can see the comps that we just went through. A similar house 2 blocks down, in the group, sold for 115. That may be your rental number. The higher comps probably retail numbers that were renovated for home buyers. So let's go ahead and throw this into the chat here. Reese, give your phone number, and then you can also throw it in the chat.
443-614-2495. That's 443-614-2495.
All right, cool. If you could throw it in the chat, Reese, as well, that'd be great. All right, so Ralph is saying he needs the meeting number for this particular Zoom. Ralph, give me 1 second. Maybe I'll pull that up for you. Before we actually open up the poll for Reese's deal we just went over, I'm going to just bring it back to Eric's deal. So Eric got 92% deal, 8% no deal. So again, if you want to get in touch with Eric about that Oklahoma, that Midwest City, Oklahoma deal, his information is in the live chat. We're going to go ahead and move it forward. So we're going to open up the poll one more time. This will probably be our second to last deal with Reese's deal done, and then try to get Ralph's deal in here. So we're going to go ahead and open up the poll for Reese's deal here, the 1500 Carswell. So let me clear the responses and unlock it. So again, text A for deal, B for no deal, A for deal, B for no deal. We're now looking at the 1500 Carswell deal that we just went over, that Reese just went over. So go ahead and get those poll results in. Let's try to at least, guys, get to 10 to 15 to 20 results so that everyone can understand what investors are now saying are deals out here in this marketplace. Okay, so let me see, Ralph, if I can find the meeting ID. I don't know how I can do that quickly, but I'll try my best because we got to get this in quickly. We're going to be pivoting right now to our meeting after the meeting here shortly. Give me 1 second. I might be able to find this for you quickly, Ralph. 1 second. Okay, so let me see if I can get this for you. It's probably, it should be this number here. That should be the meeting ID, Ralph. If you can put that in, we can get you up on here and hopefully get you in before we have to close shop. I would hate to have to close out on you before you get a chance to present your deal, but we just couldn't deal with the buffering and the garbled voice. So hopefully you can see that number, that ID number. Those of you that are weighing in on the poll or have not weighed on the poll, please get the poll results in on Reese's deal. Text A for deal, B for no deal. So Ralph, are you in? All right, I have to unmute you. Are you in? Give me a thumbs up. Are you in? Are you in on your phone? Okay, good. All right, so let me see if I can find you now. Ralph, are you there? Ralph, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's still the same. Did you call in from a number?
Can you hear me?
It's still the same. Did you call in from a phone number? Yeah, Ralph, we're gonna have to unfortunately get you to get us the information some other way. We can't hear you. It's just garbled. So yeah, we'll hopefully give you the opportunity to maybe send in a video or something. We can get it out to our network some other way, but your voice is just too garbled. So what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to wind down and let's try to get these poll results up to at least double digits for Reese here. Get 2 more in. Text A for deal, B for no deal. A for deal, B for no deal. Then we're going to wind down here. Tell him to turn his computer mic off. Yeah, I don't think that's it, Linda, because I don't think he's dialed in into via the phone number. Ralph, we'll try one more. We had a suggestion here, Ralph. If you want to try to mute, to mute your computer and use the phone, try to mute your computer, and we'll see if the phone actually works for you. Did you mute your computer? Did you mute your computer?
Nobody. Can you hear me now?
That's better. All right, let's run through this real quick because we don't have a lot of time. So 6500 Sedonia Avenue.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can't hear nothing.
6500. Okay, all right. So we'll we tried, guys. We tried. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and meet them, and we're just gonna wrap up here. Our meeting after the meeting is upon us. So before we leave the live poll with Reese's deal, we had essentially 90% deal, 10% no deal. So looks like everybody thinks the last 2 deals, Eric's deal in Midwest City and Reese's deal here, this deal here in Baltimore, hit the 90 percentile in terms of deal. It's always good when we have a few deals that are basically perceived to be, drop dead, no-brainer deals. So had 2 of those tonight. So you can get in touch with Reese with his contact information you saw there in the live chat. Of course, Eric's you saw preceding him, and everyone else that presented their deals, their information is in the live chat. And all the deals will be available on dealsmeetup.com. I'll show you exactly how to find them. When you come to Deals Meetup, if you click this deals menu tab right here. It will take you to all the deals. They'll all be made live at the conclusion of tonight's meeting. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up and now get over to what is my favorite part of Deals Meetup, and that is the meeting after the meeting, and a couple closing words before we get to our breakout rooms. All right, so let me get here and okay, so just closing words on our sponsors. Encourage you to connect and support our sponsors. So Protector Construction is a licensed contractor. If you're anywhere in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, Mike Stevens with protectorconstruction.com can help you. If you're looking for any type of automated funnel marketing to automate your marketing to do more deals, Deal Finders Challenge helps many investors in our Deals Meetup community. You can get more information at dealfinderschallenge.com. Wealth Building CPA, you can get more information about various wealth building CPA plans. As her tagline says, more than just taxes at thewealthbuildingcpa.com. Linda Green, you heard from her earlier tonight. She is our exclusive Legal Shield partner and gold sponsor. And you heard from Linda personally tonight, winyouinc.ladiesofjustice.com. Our silver sponsors spoke about them, Current Cabinetry and Kevin Williams, LLC. And if you're interested in possibly strategically partnering with us, we don't accept any sponsor or strategic partner, but we are open to a discussion. You can contact us by going to Deals Meetup at Facebook or just contacting us by replying to one of our emails and saying you're interested in talking to us about potentially being a sponsor, and we'll be open to seeing if you might be a good fit for our Deals Meetup network. So I am going to do the payoff on this free consultation. I'm not kidding. We've helped countless number of investors in our Deals Meetup community over the years to get unsecured funding. But here recently, about this market shift, the last person we helped to get unsecured funding got $30,000. And I'm not kidding. She just got funded 2 days ago, I think Monday or Tuesday. So she's going to use that funding, of course, as working capital to invest in her business. Her name is Lauren. And so, congrats, Lauren. She now has the working capital she needs to, do the things she needs in her business, whether it's, cover her, her operations with her VAs or her marketing or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to do a free consultation for a lucky winner to just take a look at your business and, just provide whatever feedback or suggestions you're looking for, including a possible evaluation to see whether you might be able to qualify for some unsecured funding. So if you go to dealsmeetup.us, I'm going to refresh the page here that we had up, and we're going to see if we can draw a lucky winner here. Just give me 1 second and I will do that drawing. And got to find our July 1st Deals Meetup page. Again, go to dealsmeetup.us. This little, period of time gives you the opportunity to actually register for that July 1st Deals Meetup. Again, dealsmeetup.us. It's going to take you right to our July 1st meeting. Register RSVP for yourself, a +1, +2. We're going to actually do a drawing here in a second. I'm going to spin the wheel, so to speak. All right, so I'll show you guys that I love how call to actions actually work, right? This is how it is in life, and it should be in your business, right? So if you want something to happen, you have to ask people, to take action, right? So remember when we started the call tonight, there were 3 people that actually have registered for our next Deals Meetup, which is July 1st. Remember that? So now it's 26. So you see how that works? You have to just ask for a call to action. And if there's something of value, people will actually take action. So one last call, and we are very much on time. It's right around the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to draw a name from this particular page here. So one last call, go to dealsmeetup.us and register for the next Deals Meetup. And I'm refreshing the page right now. And once this page refreshes, I'm going to do what we call spin the wheel. Okay, so I'm going to take the person in, I'm gonna take the person in the middle. So you know what, I'm gonna take the person in the top. So I'm just gonna spin, I'm gonna just take this up and down, up and down. And when I stop, the person at the top is gonna be the winner. I'm not looking, you can see I'm not looking. All right, Tia Alexander, is Tia Alexander here? Tia Alexander, is Tia here? You gotta be in to win. Is Tia here? There she goes. All right, Tia, so what I need you to do is just private chat me here to host only. Drop, your name, email, and phone number, and one of our VAs, virtual assistants, will put time on my calendar for us to talk, and then we'll assess where you are in your business, and you'll get a one-on-one consultation from me, and we'll see potentially if we can help you to get some funding, like we've helped, some of our our investors in our Deals Meetup. So cool, got it, Tia. So we will definitely get you on my calendar here in the next couple of days, and congratulations. So let's go ahead and now pivot over to my favorite part of the meeting. It's the meeting after the meeting. If you're thinking about going anywhere, you are crazy. It's the people here at this particular Deals Meetup, some of the people that presented deals, people that already saw in the chat, hey, I have financing. Hey, I can fund the deal in Cincinnati. Hey, I know my guy Stephen Carmen's on, and he's been a private investor for a lot of investors that I know in Deals Meetup. A lot meaning, more than a couple. And so these are the people you have to be able to build rapport with. Now, let me just, before I pivot into the meeting after the meeting, and we're about to do that here in a minute. I got an email from someone that came through the Meetup platform, and they said something like, hey, I need you to introduce me to someone. I need a private investor. I need someone to put up $2 to $5 million in the next 30 days. Who can you put me in touch with? And I read that email. I'm like, that, and I told my people, this is the exact wrong way to try to raise money. Like, you can't ask someone, to invest in your project or you before they get to know you. It's like, doing a marriage proposal or a engagement proposal before you actually meet someone or go on a date. It doesn't make any sense. It's backwards, right? So the whole part of the networking, partnering, and investing part starts with networking. It starts with, getting to know people, building some rapport, demonstrating your value, showing your worth, showing your skill set, your expertise. And eventually that turns into a possible, strategic relationship, possibly having someone invest in you, invest in your project, so forth and so on. So that's what this meeting after the meeting is about. And so we're going to pivot right now to that. And as we close out, if we were in a brick and mortar, hotel, we'd be leaving the conference room right now. We'd be shaking hands. We'd be going to a lobby, maybe getting some drinks, some cocktails. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Right now that we're finished our Deals Meetup, make sure, you go to your cabinet, your fridge, your freezer, grab your, tasty beverage, get yourself, a snack or two. Just make sure that you right now are ready to just engage, to just network, to just meet people, to potentially partner and invest. So we're not going to go anywhere. This is 7 p.m. Eastern until, and so the until part means we're going to be sticking around for a while. So as we close out, so we're going to now close out and break people off into networking rooms. So we're going to now start with our first networking room. We're going to try to give you guys 5 to 10 minutes per session. So there will be probably somewhere between 6 to 7 people, maybe 5 to 6 people in your breakout room, in your networking room. Again, I encourage you to stick around. Do not take off right now. You're going to miss the most important part of the meeting. The meeting after the meeting is where everything happens, okay? You get to meet the people that presented deals, meet the people that could potentially be partners in your business. So we're about to break you into your networking room right now. In about 5-10 minute time period, we will then rotate and you'll randomly be connected with new people to network with. So we'll start right now. It's about 9:08. You'll have about 10 minutes and then we will kind of rotate the rooms in about 5 to 10 minutes or so. So let me go ahead and create the rooms right now. So it's important that you actually join your room. So when you get a room assignment, you have to actually join the room. So you have to take an action. Okay. So I'm going to assign you to different rooms. You have to join the room. So take action right now. Okay, so if you've rejoined our main room, we're going to now break you into another breakout room. If you did not join your breakout room the first time, you missed out. So if I'm gonna get and request and hopefully get, I should say, feedback. So how many of you enjoyed your networking breakout room? Say yes, yes, yes. If you enjoyed, actually meeting investors in different parts of the country, talking to someone about what their goals are, telling people what your goals are, and maybe how you can work together. Say yes, 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 yes. If you actually, oh, someone said they pressed cancel by accident. So don't worry, we're going to give you an opportunity to get into another breakout room. So the cool thing about these breakout rooms is that it's completely random. It's going to be randomized. So we're going to put you in another breakout room. We're going to try to make the groups about the same size, 4 to 6 people, but you have to actually join your room. So you're going to get assigned to a room, but then you have to actually take action and click the join so you can actually join that room. We'll go for about another 5, maybe 7 to 10 minutes, get you into another breakout room. But again, don't be shy. Let people know, who you are, what you're trying to do, what your goals are, and let's go ahead and hop back into another breakout room. So let me get you in. I'm going to recreate these and try to get you into groups of 5 to 6 people. All right. So go ahead and join your breakout room. Thanks, Stephen. Cool stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Shantae. Cool stuff. And Stephen said it really went well. So, that was awesome, said Tia. So let's go ahead and get you back into another room. But you have to actually take the action to join your room. All right, here we go. Okay, we're back. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed these first two breakout sessions. I kind of try to pop in, into the rooms just to say hello, introduce myself personally, to people that I have not yet met, or in the case of people I've known forever, like Denise, known since, the mid 2000s. I, pop in just to say hello to old friends. So, again, are you enjoying the networking, the virtual networking? So, let me hear it. Say yes, I'm enjoying it, loving it. Give me more. Yes, I want to hear from everyone I haven't, heard from yet. So Priceless from Shantae, Eric's, Carrie said, it's great, I believe. Nice meeting Shantae. Nicole said, and Kathy. So we're going to get you into another room. Again, just like you see on the screen, this is exactly how it would be live if we were at our old hotel. We would leave the conference room. People would go to the lobby. People would get a drink. The only difference is you have to, either go downstairs or go into your kitchen or your to your wet bar or whatever. Go ahead and make your own drink. But get whatever cocktail, tasty beverage you want, and let's just keep this networking going. Keep the conversation flowing, and we'll keep getting you guys into randomized groups. We're gonna get you into another group right now. Again, please make sure you take the action to actually click join, because I'm going to randomize the groups. But I keep seeing about 5 to 7 people that don't get into the groups until it's too late. So you have to click that join button to join your next group. And I'm going to create that next group right now.